Right, we're live.
Are we? Oh, I've got an advert for... What is that?
It's not doing a very good job advertising itself then, is it?
I bet it's a perfume, right? It's either a perfume or a clothing brand. It is, it's Armani Exchange. Literally, it was a guy and a girl dressed in Armani clothes that you'd only know Armani clothes if you knew that they were wearing Armani, right? And they're dancing about. Like, it doesn't say anything about your brand. It just looks, look, if a boy and a girl wear our brands and we pay them lots of money in the studio with our logo everywhere, they'll dance about.
Right, we're getting into the intro in 5 seconds. Scots with soul, we build this network. Scots with soul, build this network on Scots with soul. Yo, folks, what's happening? Welcome back to the Scots with Soul podcast. It's week 71 this week, and I'm COD, my dog. This week we have SMviper with us. How you doing, SMviper? Alright then. Kong is with us for the first time on the podcast. How you doing, Kong?
What has he got in his mouth?
Make noises. Right, okay. He's got this teddy in his mouth.
Because I only saw the tag and it looked like he had an SD card in his mouth, but it was like hanging out like it was some kind of smokable. Like, hold on, I'll show you.
No, the dog doesn't.
The girls.
Can you imagine that?
It smokes their shit.
But even then, like it looked like it was just had an It looked like an SD.
Can you leave your bong lying around?
It just looked like just like that, just an SD. Smoke it. I was like, what's going on?
Ah, man. Talking about dogs, you were talking about this pug.
Yeah, this is weird. So
this pug that's been
343 has hired a pug to make alien sounds, and what does it say? The wonders of sound design never cease to amaze me. Whether it's a massive sending people to Chernobyl to record the sounds for Silence for the Division 2, or in a more low-key effort, 343 is using a pug to make alien sounds for upcoming Halo Infinite. And there's a little clip on Twitter here of the dog, and it's just breathing and making weird noises. But I'm now wondering, what can it?
It doesn't even sound real. It doesn't even sound real. Why does it say watch again on Instagram? I just don't know.
That's annoying. But yeah, like that. Yeah, you can just. There you go. You watch again.
Aye. I mean, it's just microphones turned up way too loud on about a duck that can't breathe right. Like. That's what that is, ain't it? Like, let's be honest here. That's what that is. Let's turn our mics up way too loud and get a dog that can't breathe, right?
I've got a cold, so let's hold on. Where's my... Right, ready? Is it? There we go. So that should be my gain up really high now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But that does just sound like a person breathing. It doesn't sound like an alien. Like you can.
It's like really creepy ASMR.
Look, you put the pug sounds on as I put the killy eyes up. What?
Is that the alien?
That is the alien. Killy is. You heard it here, folks. Killy is the new alien in Halo Infinite.
Hello from Norway. Hello from Scotland.
We could be one country one day.
Or
the Nord from the fjord is with us tonight, Kong, our Hype CW Norwegian counterpart. So, Kong, that's what I wanted to. What do you think of Hype CW? How do you like your character in Hype CW?
I mean, it's close to perfect. The hair is fantastic. It's like looking like Cantina Cat. But yeah, and great intro, great. Maybe some other skill sets, but yeah,
Do you like your Lars Sullivan?
yeah. Ugh. What happened with Lars Sullivan actually?
Oh wait, do you not know what happened with Lars Sullivan?
Oh,
So it turns out he said some pretty well, let's put it as this, racist as fuck shit.
not say on Twitch it.
Yeah, like not
Yeah.
say well, no, not the specific, not the
Definitely not
specific
sweet.
word.
Ah,
Apparently, it was to do in his past, and he said stuff about bodybuilding and how I think if I'm right in saying, I don't quote me on this because I'm not entirely sure how much I can remember because this was months ago. This happened. I was still working at the Dalriada when this happened. It was he said something about like bodybuilding and people of color not being able to do it as well as Aryans. And the fact he used the word Aryan kind of just showed you. But like he said something along those lines. And he also made fun of people with mental health, which was interesting considering he had to take a massive break for anxiety. Like it was something along those lines, and that's why he kind of disappeared because WWE were like, yeah, we can't associate with you anymore.
bye bye.
Yeah, a lot of
Contract terminated.
Yeah, a lot of it's weird. Like wrestlers who were like pretty good have just kind of disappeared off the face of the planet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But there's so many wrestlers. Do you
the
know what I
current
mean?
roster
You
is
can't even-
200 people.
Hmm.
It's there's so many good wrestlers in the world. There's so many good indie wrestling scenes in the world as well. Do you know what I mean? Like there really is.
Apparently Australia's
Yeah,
scene is
wrestling's
getting
in a really
mental.
good place,
Like
isn't it?
Australia have been getting some scene.
Fuck, mate, I was in the garage in Glasgow one night, and Mark Dallas comes out and he's like that, Triple H! And the crowd was like that, you alright then? And Triple H walked out, and we were all like that, what the fuck?
That wasn't
is
the garage,
fucking
that was
Triple
Nottingham.
H?
Aye, it was Nottingham.
Was it?
I'm pretty sure it was Nottingham because the NXT UK tournament was getting held in Blackpool, which is pretty close.
That was in Glasgow, mate. Like, I was there,
Was it the Glasgow one?
in the garage. It was in the Glasgow one, I was there, because he brought out Tyler Bates,
and then
Tyler Bates fight
Pete Dunne
happened
came
and all
out.
that.
And then,
Peter.
but it's funny because when he said
Aye,
Triple
like,
H, I was expecting what's his face, the wee man, to come out. Oh, what's his name? I can't remember his name. I'm 33-year-old. I'm a chartered accountant. I just like that.
Aye, I can't remember his name. He always says if you'd be Mark
But
Dallas, man.
I thought he was
It's
going to
fucking
come out
hilarious.
like in the pants with the water bottle and go, But then when Triple H actually came out, I just remember the whole crowd going silent for a second. Then wait.
Aye, man, you paid a fucking, what was it, a 14 quid ticket and Triple H comes out like that. Meant it. Can you believe it? But we'll switch on to some game-related subjects. Do you want to go with Rocket? We'll go with the Rocket League one. Rocket League have overhauled their loot boxes to make them more transparent. Now, this is something we were talking about a while ago. If there's got to be paid transactions in games, they should stop making it like more like a gambling thing and make it more like here's what you're actually paying for. And I think that's what Rocket League are going for. It is a bit confusing what they were talking about, right? We'll just read the article and we'll go over it so as you guys are caught up in it too.
Thing with like, I wonder if you only said to make it more transparent. What if, right, they've just put a hole in it and go, look, you can see through it, it's transparent.
But aye, after promising to remove paid loot boxes from Rocket League in August, developer Psyonix has revealed that it will replace the contentious mechanic. The change and additional alterations are slated to take place this December. Psyonix announced that blueprints will replace crates. Blueprints with varying rarities like painted, certified and special editions, obviously, because there's always different ranks to shit like that. Will have a chance to drop after completing matches. To create them, you will need credits. Rocket League's new premium currency that can be used on Rocket Pass premium upgrades and purchases from the new rotating item shop. Further, the item shop will feature a plethora of content including new items, legacy crates and more. All item shop purchases are locked to your account, however, and cannot be traded. So they're doing away with loot boxes that drop at the end of matches. See how like some games, like Killing Floor does that. A loot box will drop, you'll get a key for the loot box, and in order to put the key in the loot box, it costs £2.50. But you don't know what the fuck you're getting. You're getting one thing for £2.50 and you don't know what you're getting. At least if it's a blueprint that drops, and you go, oh, I want that. Alright, how much is it? Do you know what I mean? It's like you're getting this thing. Do you want to pay this money for it? Now that's much better. That's the same as getting into a shop and going, I want that packet of crisps. Do you know what I mean? How much is that packet of crisps? You don't walk into the shop and it says, like, fucking crisp loot boxes. Oh, this is where the crisps are.
Yeah,
to buy
could
a
you
loot
imagine
box.
that?
You
That'd
know
actually
what I
be
mean?
really cool. Like, it'd be a good gimmick, but it'd be like, you know, for like a month, you know, Walker's brings out, like, imagine like an all white packet that just has a question mark on it, and you don't know what flavour you're getting. Like,
No.
now that's
No.
different because that's 69 pence and that's a packet of crisps. However, turning to the other side.
Vanessa is 100% correct. My cam is delayed.
However, 69 pence for a chance that you might get something? No. It's weird because...
Right, is my camera
crisps.
back? Am I back to normal? I should be. Aye, but some people might like that. Do you know what I mean? Some people like are adventurous with their eating, especially when it comes to like something as trivial as a packet of crisps. It isn't really a good. Do you know what I mean? But see, when it comes to like games, do you know what I mean? See, when you buy a loot box, everybody knows that hollow feeling you get after you complete a loot box. Do you know, or you buy a loot box because you're like, aye, fuck it, it looks proper good. You buy it and you're like, I didn't want that. Do you know what I mean?
I think it's a great idea because look at Overwatch. Overwatch has great loot box system actually because it drops after each level and it costs nothing to open it up. But look at Counter-Strike, who has
You have to wait like 12 hours for it to open, or...
No. You have to buy a key for the chest, but it can contain something worth 10 pence. It could contain a Dragon Lore worth $10,000.
Yeah, like that was the whole thing that happened with like CS:GO Lotto and stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because you could trade your skins, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Aye, but when loot boxes are like that, yes, there is a chance of you winning the thing that's worth $10,000, but it's less than 1%, and your chance of winning the thing at 10 pence is more than 25%. Do you know what I mean? It's like, so
it's
that's,
like
nah,
it's weird because I read
that's
it.
a lottery, man. Do you know what I mean? That's a fucking lottery.
Do you remember when CS:GO Lotto first came out, and everyone was like, "Oh, it's not gambling, it's not gambling," and they're like, "Because you're not doing it with money, you're doing it with virtual skins." I'm like, "Oh, that's cool. I'll just go to a casino and use my virtual chips, won't I?" Like, what's the difference?
I've been on CS Lotto and I lost a few thousand there, so that's bullshit.
Aye.
Because I also sold a knife through currency. Actually, guy wanted to buy a virtual knife from me because it was good looking, and I got like 400 for it.
That's madness, ain't it?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I can't wait till the internet crashes one day, and all of these people that have got like the hundreds of thousands in virtual online skins are just gonna be sitting there crying because their inheritance is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
A friend of mine got CS inventory right now for like 5,000 to 7,000. I mean, sell the fucking thing and buy some hookers.
I don't understand how a skin for a gun in a game can buy a car now.
Yeah. And
Like,
it doesn't do anything either. It's just
because,
like,
mate,
hey, it looks cool.
It's just simple rarity. That's it. Do you know what I mean? It's just simple rarity. Oh, look, here's this really cool thing that we made one of. Do you know what I mean? That's not going to sell for £1.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There's one of them. It's cool
There was-
as shit.
There was a guy.
Human
Aye.
beings are like that. Do you know what I mean?
I remember when I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff, right? Cards could get up to like £100, £200 in value when then, right? And you could usually tell what was going to happen in the world game by what happened in the Japanese game. And one of the cards that was worth a shit ton of money dropped in value in Japan by a shit ton because they banned these 4 cards. And 2 months later, it happened over in the rest of the world. But it was really interesting because he pulled this card that was worth about £120, right? He knew it was going to go down to about £1.50, right? So he went outside, lit it, and lit his cigarette with it, and went. And I just remember all these 14-year-old kids going.
Aye, I think Vanessa picks up a point in the chat there. Vanessa says people buy like loot boxes and stuff and end up with cheap laces while YouTubers advertise themselves getting like Yeezys and shit. She says, but like it's something I don't think people talk about enough is how much like YouTubers have contributed to the problem that is loot boxes, and in the sense that, do you know what I mean? See the way that if you're cutting together a COD montage, you cut out your shit deaths, don't you? And you make yourself look that wee bit better, and you put all your flashy good shit, and you do that, right? Everybody does it. So see when you're making a pack opening, now you're a YouTuber. Let's talk about the big YouTubers who make decent money, right? Now you're a YouTuber, you've got £1,000 worth of disposable cash every month to make videos with and shit, right? And you decide that 200 quid of that's going to go on packs. So you're sitting with quite a number of packs, 50 packs or something. You're probably going to get something pretty cool that you can go, yes, and make a video about, right?
And do it in a thumbnail.
Yeah, and put it in the thumbnail and stuff.
And
so
the good thing about it is that if you do get nothing, you can make a video, I wasted this amount of money on this, you know?
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the point is, these people can afford to spend the money on those
Hi, Mr. Beast.
200 packs. Yeah, people like that, they can afford that money to spend on these packs and then edit out their 2-3 hours of pulling nothing out of the packs endlessly. Do you know what I mean? And then you're like, oh, do you know, that guy opened 5 packs and he get 3 really good things. 2 packs were average, but 3 were really good. That's a good percentage. I'm going to go buy some packs. And you end up with fucking shit that you're deleting for next to nothing in-game currency, and you're doing 30 quid. We've all done it. We've all done it. Do you know what I mean? I love Gwent, but that's the game I done it in. Do you know what I mean?
There was one YouTuber who I will say does it right, and I've said it before in the podcast, it's Muselk. Because Muselk used to play a shit ton of Overwatch before he went to Fortnite. And what he used to do videos of 100 box openings, right? But literally, it would be like a 45-minute video of him opening every single box one by one, unedited. And it was cool because you got to see, 20 box of nothing, nothing, fuck, shit, fuck.
But see, it leads on to another point, right? See what we were talking about, you get the YouTubers that edit and they just show you the good shit, right? Now, that's one thing for a YouTuber to do it. I understand why the YouTubers do it, right? Because YouTube is it's a shark pit, right? And fucking, if you don't get to the top, you're going to just get completely swamped out, right? And you're going to stop making money for these people. That's the way they see it, right? So they pump the money into it so as they get the good videos and shit. And then, that's all right. So it's understandable, right? But see, when EA brought out that NBA advert, that's a different level. Do you know what I mean? We understand why needy YouTubers do it, right? And we understand
why
they
even funny though.
I know, it wasn't funny. It was ridiculous watching it. All sorts of coin machines and stuff like that. Fucking.
There was a roulette machine. There was slot machines, pachinko machines, and what?
I know, it was ridiculous.
This game is Peggy 7.
And you know for a fact that it's EA, so that you could just easy swap the basketball and the African American guy out for a British guy in FIFA and football. Do you know what I mean? And then bring the same fucking game out. Do you know what I mean? It's like, that's what EA are going to do with ice hockey, golf. You name it. I think all the sports EA brings games out for every single year.
Well, look at the free game that came out with PS4, the Major League Baseball. Even that has it, and that doesn't. I bet that doesn't even have like a 1/100th of the player base that FIFA has.
No.
But
it's probably still got a couple of million people. Do you know what I mean?
even then,
Why
paying
do we
for, like-
keep buying this? Why do we keep buying games that I think FIFA had the last update in FIFA 16? Why the fuck do we keep buying the same shit game?
I can't say anything on that because I play the WWE games, but like.
It's because
Wait, actually, no. Hold on. NBA
it's-
wasn't FIFA. NBA wasn't EA. NBA was 2K.
I think it's FOMO. I really do think it's FOMO why people keep buying the games. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, if I don't get the new one, everybody else is getting the new one. I'll not have anybody to fucking get beat in FIFA. Do you know what I mean? There'll be nobody to beat me online and I'll no get to throw my controller off a wall. Oh, it's going to be shite. I'll need to get the new one so that I can break in. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know so many people that broke fucking tens of controllers and it's all FIFA. And you're like, why play it? Why play it? Do you know what I mean?
It's literally just like, it's like, here, I'm going to give you money for you to give me a product that I will then give you more money for. You know, in a way, right, you can slightly link it to smoking. As in,
how so? With the way
here's our products, you will use the products, you will not be able to keep the product, and you will need to buy more.
Aye, but it's so addictive, and like you say, it's Peggy fucking 7. Do you know what I mean? So like,
Could you imagine if smoking was Peggy 7?
Vape Simulator 2019.
No, actually, no. This is getting funny. First Resonate I went to, right? The first Resonate that I went to, there was a dual like stand. It was like experience a new way of vaping. They literally gave you a vape flavour to try in a booth where heaters blasted you with air blasted you with weird smells, and you watched a weird VR video. That was it. Like, this doesn't mean want to buy your product. This just made me really sweaty. Like it's crazy. Absolutely mental.
right. So next subject then.
Do you know if we're going to quickly jump in, if we are going to quickly talk about vaping, right? One thing I need to point out, right, and it's because I think this needs to kind of be said on the whole platforms, is there's been a lot of stories online about people linking vaping and different illnesses. You know, like people be getting lung disease, and people have even started like dying, and they've been linking it to vaping.
But you're only hearing the very minority horror stories.
This is a story that just came out. I'll need to see online, but it was a news story that came out, and I think it was Alabama. And it was a guy in the hospital who has lung disease, and he was talking about how he's got lung disease, and the way that the news team cut it, it made it sound like he was talking about vaping. However, what he was actually talking about, what he was vaping, was the THC capsules, right? The vape, you know, like there's a new thing where people are getting like pure THC in little capsules and they're vaping it. Now, do I understand why you're wanting to do that? Absolutely. You're literally just vaping weed at that moment. The problem is, however, is the ones that they're buying, they don't know what's in it. And that's what's causing the lung diseases things, because it's not vape juice is what you think it is. It's something completely different. So if you basically, it's like a look into what you're actually saying online, but that's what's been going on, is it a lot of it has been stirred up by the media. I think it's against vaping, but conspiracy theory time, I think it's the big tobacco companies doing it, but well, it makes sense.
Conspiracy.
You know? Well, think about it. Big tobacco companies. Yeah. Oh, what's our main competition right now? Vaping.
Like,
let's demonize it.
Big tobacco companies have got shares on like news networks and shit, and I guarantee you they've like put it down the chain. Like any horror stories about vaping, get it on the news. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like shit like that. Aye, but I don't think they've orchestrated people's deaths.
No. I don't mean that. I mean like in terms of how the media's been covering it. I don't think they've actually been killing people, because that would be like full on mafia shit. But
But aye, we'll get a quick subject change. Overwatch is coming out in Switch this month, and the director of Overwatch was on Twitter this week calling out Smash Bros because he wants one of the Overwatch roster on the Smash Bros roster. So who would
it's
you
obvious
like to
it's going to
see?
be though, right?
He says that he wants Tracer on it. Who would you put? I don't know.
Doomfist.
I don't know Overwatch, so this is one for you.
I'd put Doomfist because he fits Smash so well. He's a melee character. One of his moves literally is charging up a big punch and going yum. So yeah, that would fit Smash. Launch people up in the air. He does that. He slams down. Like he shoots things out his knuckles. Like it's. I'm really hoping that if it is, I hope it's Doomfist.
What about you, Kong? Who would you like to see?
Probably agreeing with Viper because Doomfist is one of the few melee characters. Or they could try to put in, because you have items in Smash Bros. So you can probably put in some of the Overwatch characters there first, like heals and stuff like Mercy. Is that her name?
Yeah, Mercy.
Yeah.
The Angel.
And heal stuff, and you can probably put in like an Hanzo ultimate in one of the items.
Here, a Hands ultimate would be pretty cool. Hands will be a cool ranged character. I don't think it's going to be more than like. I think in the next Smash game there'll be more than one Overwatch character, and I think if I was to choose 4, it would be Doomfist,
No, there'll be
Tracer,
one. There'll
Hanzo,
be one.
and Genji.
There'll be one, maybe 2. You'll not get 4. No way.
Well, you've got Mario, Luigi, Waluigi, Waluigi.
But they're all.
Those are Nintendo characters.
Those
though.
are Nintendo characters. Aye. Overwatch is just coming to Nintendo. I think they're maybe. I don't even think an Overwatch character will go to it. Do you know what I mean? No, just as they come to Nintendo, they'll have to be on Nintendo for maybe a couple of years if the Nintendo player base like it. Do you know what I mean? That's how I see it panning out. But I'll read a bit of the article, right? Overwatch is heading to Switch this month, but Blizzard Vice President and Overwatch Director Jeff Kaplan is keen to see the game's long list of heroes and villains appear on other Nintendo games, namely Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Chatting to IGN, Kaplan said he'd be up for any of the 31 characters from Overwatch showing up in Nintendo's Multiverse Fighter. To the Smash Bros. Team, whatever character you want, we love them all, he said. They're all our babies, you can have any single one of them, we have 31 to choose from. That's the diplomatic answer, but of course he has a favourite. That's Tracer, but we don't need to get into his personal favourites. But that's quite cool that do you know what I mean? Like Overwatch is a popular game, Smash is a popular game. The two of them could benefit from it. Do you know what I mean? That's the other side of the coin as well. But I don't think it's going to happen instantly as they join Nintendo.
No.
They're going to get that straight out.
I think that might be the trade-off. It's weird because they wouldn't be saying all this stuff unless something was in the works.
Well, this is also a good point, Viper. Yeah.
And if it is anyone, it is probably Tracer, because you wouldn't be like, oh, I'd kind of like Tracer in the game.
He's kind of button people up a wee bit.
Could you imagine that? Like, ooh, I'd like Tracer in the game. Psych, it's Moira.
So explain Tracer to me. What sort of character is Tracer?
Tracer is, I think her whole backstory is she was an RAF pilot who was testing out some technology to basically near enough go at the speed of light. But during it went wrong, and now her whole being is out of sync with reality. So she has a machine on her chest that helps her basically bind them with reality. But because she has that, she can teleport. And not only
that would be nice in Smash, teleport.
But she can also have an ability which winds 3 seconds in time from her viewpoint. So say like it's using the game. So say like, I'm firing into someone and I start taking major damage. I can hit this button and I can go back where I was 3 seconds ago with my health restored. So basically, like a reset button.
That if they put that in Smash, that's going to get shouted down within a week.
Oh, it's going to be so salty. Could you imagine the salt like knocked off the map? Yeah, basically she's a back timing Sonic.
They could have worked on this forever though, because Diablo 3 is already on Switch, so they could made a deal already there.
We could have, yeah.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure you can actually play StarCraft on Switch as well.
Might be.
Yeah.
Is there any
If
StarCraft
it's-
or fucking Diablo characters in Smash? There isn't, or no?
No.
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 I will say, if there's one character that definitely isn't going to be in Smash, it's Widowmaker. You can't. There's no point in having a sniper.
No.
No.
Like I don't see Widow coming in. Again, the only one I can genuinely see like being a genuine thing is Doomfist. Like even
Yeah.
his ultimate, he literally jumps up in the air and slams on his fist like a meteor. Literally, it's called Meteor Strike. He slams down as an area of effect. Like,
What about the chat? What about Twitch chat? Feel free to chime in. Who would you like to see in the Overwatch and the Smash Bros?
Maybe
roster for
Diva.
Overwatch?
Vanessa's mentioned Diva, but I don't know how they'd do that. Winston is punchy, but I don't know about Winston because most of his stuff is his electric gun and shield. Bastion wouldn't be in there because he's literally just a minigun.
Mhm. Not Reinhardt either.
Yeah, not Reinhardt.
Shotgun characters might be. Who's got shotguns in Overwatch?
Roadhog has shotgun. Well, Roadhog could be in it. Like Roadhog has a hook that can pull characters towards him.
Yeah.
And he can
What
heal
about
himself.
the Vanessa character?
What, May?
Yeah.
They do already have ice characters, so
Yeah.
they could. I don't think Ash would be in it.
Aye, she's
I
a
don't
long
think-
range DPS,
Yeah.
isn't she? Aye,
I
know
don't see
her.
McCree being in it either.
McCree maybe. Because I know he's the gunslinger one, do you know what I mean? He's quite iconic
Yeah.
for Overwatch. Quite a lot of people, they can relate to that. They see McCree and they go, gunslinger. Do you know what I mean? And like, a gunslinger in Smash could be good. Just add a few cool jumps in that to him and he could
Yeah.
be quite good in Smash. Do you know what I mean? Like, aye.
Yeah.
I don't know about Reaper. Maybe
But-
Reaper.
But Hanzo Ultimate as an item, please give.
I could see Hanzo having it, and I could see Genji being in the game as well.
Yeah.
Hanzo's the archer.
Yeah, and Genji is the samurai.
Right, okay. Aye, the samurai. You
Brothers.
can see the samurai guy. Aye.
Oh, samurai ninja because he uses shurikens, and he's much more ninja than he is samurai. But again, like Vanessa just said, the Wii Fit people are in Smash.
So they are, that's right. So they are.
So is the piranha plant in Mario. The piranha plant's in it, and literally he just goes dum dum.
Smash is excellent, man.
They've got some pretty cool. They've got the Fire Emblem people. They've got. I'm pretty sure they've got some Final Fantasy characters in there.
Yeah.
Animal Crossing. Yeah, they've got quite a few.
You got some Splatoon also now, I think.
They've got Splatoon as well. Sonic's in it, I'm pretty sure.
They got some Pokemon.
Yes, Pikachu's in it.
Thank you
Uh,
for that,
Jigglypuff.
Viper. As
Shadow
Viper
does it.
says Sonic, did you see that Sega literally brought out the Sega Mega Drive Mini a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah.
It's coming out and it's $80 or 65 quid and it's got 42 games with it. I read a wee bit
Is
of
Sonic
that.
one of them? though?
Please don't
Of
flop
course,
as much as.
Of course, Sonic's one
I
of them.
want Sonic. I want Altered Beast.
So here you go. The new Sega Genesis or Mini Mega Drive Mini for $80, you get a handsome little system, 2 controllers and 42 games. Well, the Mini isn't without its quirks. Its heads and tails above its previous software emulation-based Genesis offerings that have played Sega fans for years. If you want to play Genesis games but can't afford the real thing and a stack of cartridges, the Genesis Mini would be at the top of your list. So here's a list of games. Oh, look, there's Castlevania and shit. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
But please don't fuck it up like PlayStation
Was
did
Star
with
Fox on the
PlayStation
Sega?
1.
Star Fox was a SNES game. But here's the list here. Alex the Kid, Enchanted Castle, don't know that one. Elysia Dungeon, Altered Beast, holy shit,
Yes.
Altered Beast.
Oh, Castlevania.
Yep, Beyond Oasis, Castle of Illusion, Castlevania Bloodlines, that's the one that, I think that's 2 games before Symphony Night, or is Bloodline? Aye, it goes Bloodlines Redondo or Blood Symphony Night, that's the way it goes. Columns, Comic Zone, Contra Hardcore, Darius, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. What the fuck is that? It sounds
I think that was one of the the bubble shooters.
Dynamite Heady, Earthworm Jim, Echo the fucking Dolphin.
Oh, Echo the Dolphin.
Echo the fucking Dolphin, man. Eternal Champions, Ghost and Skulls, Golden Axe.
Golden Axe!
Golden Axe is a good gene as well, yep. Gunstar Heroes, Kid Chameleon, Landstalker's good, Light Crusader, Mega Man, obviously, Mega Man.
Mega Man, the Willy Wars? What?
The Wily Wars. Wily.
Wily. Like, hold on, I don't remember that game.
It's got one L, it's Wily. Road Rash 2, holy shit, that's an iconic fucking game, ain't it? Shining Force, Shinobi, Sonic the Hedgehog 1, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Sonic the Hedgehog Spinball, Space Harrier, fucking Space Harrier 2, man, oh my god, yes, I might actually get
Street
this.
Fighter 2,
Streets of Rage 2, Strider, Super Fantasy Zone, Tetris, the original fucking Mega Drive Tetris, holy shit. Thunder Force 3, Toe Jam and Arrow, holy shit. Vectoman, Virtua Fighter 2, Wonder Boy and Monster World, and World of Illusions.
Sorry, Mickey Mouse and
Donald Duck. Holy shit, that is a fucking roster.
On a side note to this, right? Do you guys remember when Disney made some fucking awesome games?
Yes, I do, man. Yes, I do.
Like,
man of my
can
favourites.
we talk about the Lion King platformer and how good that was?
One of my favourites.
And hard.
Like the Lion King platformer, that was that SNES as well?
I think so.
Aye, because they done a lot of fucking good games on SNES. There was a lot of good like Disney, Warner Brothers done fucking cracking games back in the day. Like one of my favourite games for the SNES era was Goof Troop. Do you remember Goof Troop?
I don't play Goof Troop.
It was wee puzzle screens, and you could either play solo as Goofy, and you could switch to be son Max, or you could play with your wee brother. You could be Goofy and he could be Max. I remember me and my ma playing Goof Troop. Do you know what I mean? Like, come on, mum, I can get the box, throw it over here, and then I grab it. No, oh man, Goof Troop was excellent.
There was a
the Tasmanian Devil game for Mega Drive was fucking hard as balls, but it was amazing.
I think the first game that I ever, like one of the first games I ever owned was the Mickey Mouse game. I can't remember what it was called. I think it was Mickey Mouse Adventure. But I knew you marble, right? And you started in Steamboat Willie, and then you went to like Fantasia and went through all this film.
I remember
and it was amazing.
Aye, Disney did used to make some good ass games. What about you, Kong? What's some of your favourite Disney or like cartoony Warner Brothers games? That sort of idea for that era.
We didn't have much Sega in Norway, but it was some classic games like the Mickey Mouse, Viper mentioned, Lion King on the SNES. That game I played that for so many hours and so many deaths. Oh.
Like I remember, I broke my leg when I was in primary school. I think it was primary 6, primary 7, right? And PlayStation 1 hadn't been out long, and my grandfather really, really liked Looney Tunes. Like, he loved them. He would always sit and watch it, right? And for my birthday, he thought, oh, there's a PlayStation 1 game. And it's fucking Bugs Bunny, right? Bugs Bunny Lost in Time, right? And I remember when I broke my leg, I thought, I'm going to try this game. I'm going to play the fucking Looney Tunes game. And oh my God, was it fucking brilliant. Like, oh man, I remember playing that for so long. I remember coming in, my mum and that coming in for their work and me arguing with him, like, get off the telly. No, this is too good. I need to figure this puzzle out. I've lost Daffy. Where is he?
I won't say, right, one of the coolest things one of the coolest memories I've ever had playing, right, believe it or not, was an Xbox 360 game. And you know when Tomb Raider got a complete overhaul and they made the new Tomb Raider game with the
they
new
put
Lara
more
Croft.
polygons in Lara's boobs. Yes, I remember.
No, it wasn't about they weren't trying to make Angelina Jolie anymore. They just made a Tomb Raider one, and it was like, you know, the new Tomb Raider game they brought out. I remember I bought that secondhand, and I was at my dad's at the time, and I stuck it in and started playing. And he came in about 10 minutes later, and I was like, "Oh, do you want me to get off?" He said, "No, that's fine. You can keep." And about an hour in, I was like, "All right, I'll switch over to TV." And he went, "No, keep playing."
He was enjoying it.
He was so into it. He was like he was sitting there going like, "Oh man, the story in this is insane." Like we're playing through it, and he was like, "Have you found all the maps yet?" Like I sat and played the whole main story in one night because he was really into it. And then it was 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, oh, we should head to bed. And he was like, no, you've not found all the hidden maps yet. Yes, I'm going to find the hidden maps. And I'm
Okay.
5 o'clock in the morning, the sun's starting to come up, and he goes, I think we should head to bed. And I'm like, I'm up in 3 hours. And he was like, aye, but it's fine. That was fun. He was like, I've got another one.
One of my mates is he tells a very similar story, and it's basically the same. He was playing a game. His dad came in for work, and his dad get into the game. Right, I think it was one of the Resistance games, or it was one of the Halo games. I can't remember. Right, and so it gets to like 2 in the morning, and he goes, his dad's like at him, right, Stephen, get to your fucking bed. It's no Yaldi, by the way. Right, Stephen, get to your fucking bed. So he sends him to his bed at like 3 in the morning, and he comes back down and he goes to play his game. He loads up his save, and it's back at the start. His dad completed it when he went to his bed.
I will say, right, like one of the cool, like, one of the things I loved when I was a kid, right, because I'm a single like child, right, an only child. Like, I didn't have any brothers and sisters to play games with, right. So one of the coolest things I loved is when my dad got home from work, and I'm in my room playing, and he was like, "What you playing?" And I'm like, "I'm playing FIFA 2004," and I'm sitting there like playing away, and he goes, "I bought something today." "Oh, what did you buy?" Goes into a bag, and he pulls out. I think it was Project Gotham Racing 1.
Holy shit, Project Gotham was amazing.
And he pulls it out, and I'm like, because at first I see Gotham, I think it's a Batman game, right? He goes, no, it's a racing game. It's just the same name. And he goes, that's the only thing I bought. He pulls out another memory card, and I'm like, yes, more memory. 8 megabytes was fucking enough, but it was fine. And then he pulls out a second controller, and he goes, budge up. And we're just sitting there playing Project Gotham Racing. Mum's trying to get to sleep in the bed, and we're like,
see, like you say, like you never had any siblings or that to play video games with. That's a complete double-edged sword, right? Because your dad's your dad. Your dad's always going to sacrifice himself for your enjoyment. Do you know what I mean? Like, so like playing.
But
the
it's when
computer
your dad then starts enjoying it more than you do.
Aye, but the point
me and
is,
my
like,
dad played. Me and my dad played the Lego games together. We played the Lego Star Wars game together. It was amazing.
The first one.
Yes, the first one that ever came out.
But like you were talking about, you never had any siblings growing up to play games with. Total double-edged sword, because you didn't get to play 2 players and shit, right? But you also didn't go like get a bird when you were 15 or something, and then come back to the house to go play your PlayStation 2, and your memory card's been wiped because your wee brother's playing Pokemon fucking Stadium or some shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, I
will say one of the weirdest things that ever came back to was my cousins came over while I was at my dad's. And my mum let them play on my PlayStation, and there was a save file on my game called Ass. I was like, I'm so confused. Like, Mum, why is there a save file called Ass? And she's like, what do you mean? And it comes, have you been calling your naughty words? No. Why is it say Ass? Did the game do this? And I'm like, no. And then we realised,
totally
your
cousin.
Yeah. I was confused though, because I'm coming home, I was like, why is the Undertaker Ass? Undertaker save file Ass? What?
But I might actually get that fucking Sega Mini. The game list is fantastic. You know,
I hope to just do it better than because PlayStation 1 that flopped big time.
Yeah, that was sad.
The Nintendo one did Nintendo did okay, I think.
Aye, but Nintendo have been doing small portable consoles since the fucking start of time. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, my first console was a Nintendo 64, and I still have it, and I'm still playing that shit.
I fucking loved my N64, man. Loved it.
One of the things I done was when I was 11 years old, I got an Xbox 360 for the first time, and because I didn't play it anymore, I got rid of my PlayStation 2. And see, about 6 months later, till about a year ago, I regretted that decision ever since.
Oh.
Right? Oh, no. Wait. Until. Where is it? Here it is. Until one day when I had a job. I got my baby back.
That is
Do you
a
know what
I
dusty
also have-
PS2, man.
I also have the same story. I loved Game Boy Color. So I bought one, and it's not opened yet.
Ooh. Why
That
is
must have cost you a pretty penny.
Yeah. And I think I bought it for like 90, if I'm switching currency right.
Right, I just opened the PlayStation, right? Just because I just pressed the button, right?
hmm
I shit you not, the first game I ever owned is in it.
Let's see.
Like, Harry Potter Quidditch World Cup.
Oh,
That was
I had that game.
belter of a game.
I had that game, and I always played as Norway or Scandinavia, I think, and I beat everyone.
I used to play. I think I used to play as an African team because I really liked their outfit.
Yeah.
It was like cool, like green and yellow, and all that. Here's one though. Look at the size of that memory card.
Oh, I always had Chinese knockoff who were like double the size.
But here's the weird thing, right? That's the memory
Oh.
card, right? There's two of them.
Ooh.
You needed
I
two
stum-
memory cards?
No, you didn't. 8 megabytes held your entire fucking childhood.
No, it didn't. You
It did.
didn't play enough games, mate.
That was the
Yeah,
worst
I'd-
decision. If you were going to start a new game, you
PlayStation-
had to delete a save file. What the fuck should you delete?
PlayStation 2 was the one that would fucking, like, all the game shops were bringing out their own memory cards that were big fucking massive bubble things to have like
Yeah.
a circuit board in it, and there was like fucking 64 fucking megabytes worth of memory. Do you know what I mean? I
Well,
had like 2 of they fuckers filled,
I only bought two of those, right? Like, I only bought. I thought only bought one 64 megabyte card because like this will be fine. This will hold my like all the games I want to buy for this, right? And I clicked order twice by accident, but they were like a $5 each. So like when I got them, I was like, oh, all right, I'm never ever going to run out of space now. The problem right now though is, see, if you want to buy PlayStation 2 games, you need to go to secondhand stores, and 9 times out of 10, the disc is fucked. Like, I bought Star Wars Battlefront 2 for PlayStation 2 again, and the disc was fucked. I was like, I will say, though, I bought Ultimate Spider-Man and Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4.
Ultimate Spider-Man was fucking amazing when it came out, man. Like,
Yeah. It's because I had Venom in it, though. That was the cool thing.
it was such a good game. The addiction was real, man. But the iToy as well, Vanessa's talking about in the chat, man.
Oh yeah,
That
I just
was
wrote that juicy
amazing.
story of my iToy.
Yeah. What am I going to do? I need to buy all the old SmackDown vs.
But you broke up.
I need to buy all the old SmackDown vs. Raw games again.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
SmackDown vs. Raw, the original, 2006, 2007. What was the one? It was the SmackDown one that had Brock Lesnar on the cover. Push It to the Limit, was it?
There's quite a lot of wrestling games with Brock Lesnar on the cover, but
Hold on. Down game PS2. You had.
But the
Here
one
Comes the
thing,
Pain. That was it. Here comes
but the
the
one
pain.
thing that WWE needs to get in the games again, fucking GM mode.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I wasn't the biggest fan of GM mode. What I really liked was
Well, I play the shit out of every manager game I get over.
do you know the story modes they used to have? Those were amazing.
Yeah, I remember
Right.
one of my favorites were like one with
bring out more
Sheamus, I think.
customization in the wrestling game so as we can make Hype CW better. Yes.
Well, I will say that's one of the reasons we're going to be buying 2K20 is to see the customization options. But it's not their biggest thing right now, and I hope they start realizing, yeah, it is. They need to add more to it.
Mm.
Like, because if they add more, they'll just get more money.
Add more, get more money. That sounds like a proper good business strategy.
It does, yeah. Do you know what's interesting though? See, if I buy SmackDown vs. Raw today, it will be the only game I will own that will have Chris Benoit on it.
Oft.
Oh, it'll have Eddie Guerrero as well.
Oh, Eddie Guerrero back in the fucking day, man.
I'm pretty sure John Cena as well was still in his basic thugonomics like thing going on. So I'll play a game and I'll just hear do 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 do.
I fangirled so hard when I did that the last time.
Oh, at WrestleMania. That was
Yeah.
cool. When I heard that, I was like,
So what
Is
is
it
the
worth
wrestling
it?
thing that's on the night? Have you seen there was a wrestling thing on the night, weren't you?
yeah, it's Hell in a Cell.
Mm.
And it's
Uh,
interesting because apparently it's a pay-per-view with only 4 matches.
Yeah.
And
That's a very short pay-per-view, unless
I
the matches are
I
long.
think Seth Rollins and The Fiend will be the match
The
of the
main event.
night, main event, yeah, and they probably open up with Charlotte and Bailey, and
Yeah.
then move over to Rowan and Harper versus Bryan and Reigns, and then third match, Sasha Becky.
Yeah, it's. I think what it is that WWE ever since how long usually is a pay-per-view? Like 5 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours long.
Something like 4 hours or something.
Yeah,
Royal Rumble, I
right.
think, is 5 or something.
They're now on Fox and USA and Sci-Fi, right?
Hmm. Yep.
How much, like, do you really think that like even big companies like that can afford a 4 hour time slot
No.
for one show?
No.
Like
I think
the only time I've ever seen that done is during major like
Super Bowl and
major
stuff.
on like major events
Yeah.
like the Super Bowl, like the World Cup,
Mm.
like the Olympics,
Mm.
big elections that are happening. It's the only time I've ever seen TV. Funnily enough, actually, teleshopping. Teleshopping gets like 6 hours, but
Yeah.
but yeah, that's like now you've got like what 2.5,
Mm.
2.5 hours, and it's good
And
because we're not getting oversaturated. We're getting meaningful
No.
matches.
yeah,
You're not
I
getting
was
the
like that
bullshit
because
in the lead up, no, that.
Yeah.
Aye.
yeah,
Fuck the pre-show, man. I hate the
Yeah.
pre-show.
because like look at NXT. Their pay-per-views are like 4 or
3 hours
5
long.
match. Yeah,
Most.
and 4 or
4 or
5
5
matches at the
matches.
match.
And every like the last NXT pay-per-view I watched was the one before WrestleMania, and
Yeah.
the first match of Ricochet and Aleister Black versus War Machine.
Yeah.
Oh my god, 5-star match.
Aye, War
right off.
Machine are a good
Yeah.
tag team. I've
Give
seen them live
Ricochet a
too.
belt.
I don't
Right.
know. Like I love Ricochet, but I want him back in NXT.
We're going to switch the subject away from wrestling and we're going to talk about
Yeah.
the crossplay.
Yeah.
How PlayStation has completely opened themselves up for crossplay now. I don't know what they're on about. I assume wrestling. Yes, Yaldi. Yes, they're talking about wrestling.
Oh, you missed
Yeah.
the wrestling part now. Ooh.
Yaldi made it just in time. So, crossplay is now fully supported in PS4, and that's good for PC. Sony is slowly torn down its walls, so the recent Modern Warfare crossplay test might become a lot more commonplace, as Sony has quietly moved PS4 crossplay out of beta, leaving the decision of whether or not to include crossplay up to developers. It's a significant change for a company that was previously resistant to the idea, but with the lines between platforms already becoming increasingly blurred, the turnabout seems like a necessity. Crossplay's benefits will extend beyond people playing on PS4, potentially opening the door to a greater number of games launching with the feature, while also helping gamers with smaller online populations combine their player bases instead of letting them die alone. It's much harder to make an existing game crossplay because each platform will have its own economy and might not even be on the same version, but a lot of issues would be mitigated if it became standard. In an interview with Wired, Sony Interactive Entertainment CEO Jim Ryan implied that the crossplay and the PS Now streaming service, which just got a big push, would be part of Sony's strategy for next gen. The track record of the incumbent platform winning the next time around is not a great one, he said. So the major thrust of my executive energy is to avoid complacency. PS Now lets you download or stream around 800 games, but it also lets you stream them on your PC, like all streaming services. It's not a perfect experience, but very much depends on the quality of your internet connection. But it's a lot more tempting now that the subscription has been reduced by 50% to £9 or $10. Platform owners are probably less enthused about the walls coming down, but for us, there aren't any downsides apart from people complaining about how people using mouse and keyboard have too much of an advantage. Look forward to more of that. So what do you think about that then? I think it's a good idea. I do think it's a good idea. Like they showed us in the Modern Warfare game that mouse and keyboard thing shouldn't really be much of a problem. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you can choose, people can choose to play it. Do you know what I mean? There was an option, that was a beta, do you know what I mean? So that can be built into every fucking crossplay game from now to the end of time. Do you want to play against mouse and keyboard users, or do you just want to play against other console users? Do you know what I mean? Xbox, Nintendo Switch, stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Do you just want to play with the consoles, or do you want to play with the keyboard and mouse? Because see, all the people that are probably complaining about playing against keyboard and mouse is probably because they see themselves as really good players and they're getting beat with keyboard and mouse. But see, controller has its advantages. You can win if you're good enough. Just get better. Play against the keyboard and mouse users because they'll beat you and you'll be forced to get better. Do you know
And then you'll go and play in a console-only tournament and you'll fucking hammer everybody.
You'll fucking hammer every cunt. Aye, exactly. So, like, I really like the idea. Sony just saying, right, it's now up to the developers. If you want to put crossplay in your game, you can now do it between PlayStation and PC. We need to wait for Nintendo and Microsoft coming out and saying, let's do it with your consoles as well.
Well, like I said, I think the only game that you can really do it is Fortnite. But it's because
these games prove the concept, don't they?
It's going off their servers, yeah.
They prove the concept, man. They're saying, look, it can be done. So let's build the games for the start, like they says there. Like implementing crossplay into our existing games might be hard because the Xbox economy is different for the PlayStation economy, different for the PC economy. Whereas and they might be on different versions because different consoles have different problems. Do you know what I mean? But if you're starting from the start, then when a problem happens on one console, it needs to be fixed. So do you know what I mean? Like if that's a problem from the fucking start, do you know what I mean? It's much easier to produce games like that, and it's only going to get better. I think things like that will do away with the console wars. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't matter anymore what console you get it on. When the next console's coming out, do you know what I mean? Like
I was, weird enough, when I was working today, I was actually speaking to some customers about this because a woman came in, she was like, my boyfriend's got a Xbox, but he wants to get a PlayStation and da da da. And I went, does he have a gaming PC? And she went, he does, but he hardly uses it. Right. And I went, right. Didn't even bother with PlayStation. Get a piece. Upgrade the PC and get him playing it more. She's like, oh, how come? And I went, well, Xbox Game Pass. Here, have Xbox games on your PC. PlayStation Now, right?
Have PlayStation games on your PC.
Games on your PC. Not only that though, you can make a PlayStation account, pay for PS Plus, use PlayStation Remote Play or PlayStation along that lines, and play them on your PC anyway.
Yeah, I've seen Yaldi do that a few times. You can use Remote Play to play on your PC.
And like there you go. Like there's no point. I know it's supposed to be selling our shit, but I'm in it for people to be happy and save money. I don't care where they buy it from, as long as they're happy, they're fine. Because happy customer, I mean, they'll come back. You know?
Yeah, I think the crossplay is going to be good for everybody. I really do. I really do.
And to be fair, you just hook up a controller to your PC.
Yeah, I've got one like that.
Fuck's sakes, I haven't bought PlayStation or Xbox since way fucking long. So I have an Xbox controller to my PC, and I crush everyone on FIFA here because everybody uses a keyboard and mouse.
The next thing
that's one game I cannot play with keyboard and mouse.
No. That or Rocket League, no.
GTA as well, cannot play GTA with a keyboard and mouse.
No, I need a controller for that too.
Yeah, but FIFA, on the other hand, no. Like, keyboard and mouse?
Let's do something. Great. Let's do something. Let's press PIU for tackling.
Yeah, like. No, I'm pressing square.
Aye.
I'm gonna break his leg with square.
Games like FIFA and that is a good point. Aye, they're much better played with controller.
Imagine if FIFA was actually a text-based game.
Turn left, run at 3.5 miles an hour.
The funny thing is, like,
break the cunt's teeth.
Viper, you've seen me when I'm playing Steam. It's mostly Football Manager. Yeah, and back in the days when it was Championship Manager, I remember first game I owned of that series, like 97, 98 version
It was
was
98.
only
was my
was
first one as well.
only text version.
Yeah, it was just
Nothing.
big boxes.
Yeah.
Big massive
The-
boxes for the
Yeah,
menu.
so
I
you
remember
had
that
to use
shit.
your imagination for everything.
Aye, it was so addictive, that game, man. Champman 98 was so addictive,
Yeah.
man. My dad could not get on his fucking PC for me, man.
One of my, oh, I wish I could find the video, but I used to have a mate called, his nickname was Cheesy, right? And a video came up on Facebook of when my mate Kieran went over to my mate Cheesy's house, and he found Cheesy in his room in a suit on his PC.
FA Cup final or something.
And
Huh?
he was like, "Why are you wearing a suit?" And he went, "I've just got Celtic to the European Champion Finals." And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Aye, it's the final game."
He's just sitting there
I'm
in
like,
that suit.
"Why are you wearing a suit?" Special occasion.
Oh.
That sounds like something my mate Gary would do, man.
To be fair, watch the documentary and alternative. Let me see what is the name, because they have made a documentary about Football Manager, and actually a lot of people do dress up in suits and stuff.
Yeah.
And an alternate reality, the Football Manager documentary.
Fuck.
People are fucking
Here's one,
crazy.
right? COD, you know how you were thinking about one day doing your FIFA tournament again?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you get 8 players, right? And then 8 managers. Like, so we'll get them all wearing different, like, so the players will be wearing different football strips, and
Yeah.
all the managers are in suit.
Have the players in the strips, the managers in that suit.
And
Oh no, but when the players aren't playing, they need to go change into a suit. You know, they need to arrive at the game in a suit, shake hands, go away, get changed, come back.
No,
play.
like you do realise a FIFA tournament at Trustler's house is you have the stream room where people come in to stream and that, and then you have the other room, and we sometimes have the camera on in there, but that's the room you go to get drunk as fuck, and this is the room where you come to play the game. Do you know what I mean? This is the room where you don't say fuck or bugger. That's the room where you can say fuck or bugger.
We should plan this. We should get the FIFA tournament going, because I know we've planned a 24-hour stream for Game Blast. I think is it McMillan or Game Blast we're doing it for?
We've not planned it yet, but the 24-hour will be for McMillan Cancer Care.
So we've
Game
got
Blast
McMillan.
is in February.
Yeah. So yeah, we're planning something out for that. We've got a few things planned out that we're thinking of. We've got a 24-hour stream coming up, hopefully, for McMillan. We've got Game Blast obviously happening. Lions Table coming out Thursday. And
What you lying for?
HCW.
what's the Macmillan thing?
Macmillan Cancer Trust is basically a charity that helps cancer research in the UK.
Okay.
In the UK? Is it just the UK?
I don't know if it's just the UK. I think it might just be the UK. Aye, but they definitely
Well
do.
done.
They help a lot of people, obviously.
I love the first one. Is Macmillan Cancer Support a charity? Yes.
Yes, it definitely is. Do you want to leave me alone?
Bite his neck.
It's UK because it's a UK charitable organisation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're one of the biggest. I think.
Aye, they're pretty big in the UK.
Yeah, they do these things called coffee mornings where they literally just give you free shit and go and have go do a coffee morning and sell cakes and do that. They're a pretty good charity. They help a lot of people.
Nah.
But yeah, that is 10:05.
Is it 10:05? I still got a couple of subjects to talk about.
Yeah.
Oh well. If you see somebody else to be, do you want one more subject?
Fuck it, one more subject.
One more subject. Right,
I want to
okay.
ask a question to the stream as well to see what they think of something, but we'll do it after.
Right, okay. My subject is I don't need to type it in. Writers, and it's the Writers Guild of America has had to, or no had to, but they've done away with their award for video game writing because they don't think that enough
Well,
games qualify.
can we do away with them?
Like, I don't know. I kind of agree. There's no a lot of like story games, but there is still story games. Do you know what I mean? So it's a slap in the face for the people who are writing story games. Do you know what I mean? So, but we'll read a wee bit of the article and see what they say, right? So, Writers Guild of America scraps its video game writing award. It claims there aren't enough games that qualify. Writers Guild of America, which once considered Star Wars The Force Unleashed the pinnacle of video game writing, alright, okay, has decided to drop the category from its 2020 awards and possibly beyond because too few games qualify. Year after year, the WGA gives an outstanding achievement in video game writing award to big action games like Assassin's Creed twice. Oh my god. Horizon Zero Dawn, maybe it was quite good. The list is full of good games, but good game writing, not so much. The Last of Us and the latest game winner God of War look less out of place, but still very conservative picks. He's right there. They're not exactly like going out the box. Do you know what I mean? Like, surely there must have been better games than fucking Assassin's Creed to win best writing of the year. Do you know what I mean? Because everybody knows Assassin's Creed is just.
What year did
cranked out
Assassin's Creed
bullshit.
come out? The last one, 2018.
Mate, there's been one every year for like 9 years.
Okay, hold on. Top.
Maybe not 9
10
years, but there's fucking loads
games.
of Assassin's Creed.
Right,
Loads of them.
hold on. Top 10 games 2019, right? There are... So we've got Kingdom Hearts 3. That's got a good story. Death Stranding, we're still waiting for that, but that's probably going to be amazing. Spider-Man.
Spider-Man was
God of
freaking
War.
good.
Outer Worlds. is gonna
Hey,
come out.
cheers for the Twitch Prime, Jason Sant. Smell your
Yeah.
fingies today, boys.
I can't. I've got a cold. We don't know what Call of Duty Modern Warfare is going to be like. You know, that could be back to the the whole. When
People were loving it. I even enjoyed it. It's gonna be good.
We've got Shenmue 3 coming out as well, or it's like Sekiro. Like some really good well, can you count Resident Evil 2? I don't know. I haven't played Gears 5, so I don't know the story of that.
Resident Evil 2, I wouldn't give that. I wouldn't put that in writing awards. They did rewrite a
One
bit of the
classic.
story, but that was done in the 90s. Do you know what I mean? That was written in the
Yeah.
90s.
But like Yaldi said as well, COD storylines have never been boring apart from Ghosts. But yeah, but like the Modern Warfare series is infamous because of how fucking good it was.
Ghost Story was really good because fucking Jose Mourinho was the boss, man. Like that's like it was this Portuguese guy who just knew the answer to fucking everything. When Jose Mourinho was in the football scene, just knowing the answer to fucking everything, winning every title in the world. I swear to God, when I was playing COD Ghosts, man, I was just like, the boss is Jose fucking Mourinho. This is brilliant.
Was he the manager of Chelsea?
He was the manager of
Yeah.
Chelsea. He's the manager
And
who
United.
He's the one who took Porto to the UEFA Cup, and remember when Celtic got to the final? He was the manager who beat them. Yes.
Fuck!
But
Thing is, I don't know. I
COD's
don't know
Ghost
enough
was good.
football to know what a manager does, but because they know the coach, because the coach they have coaches. So what does the manager do?
The manager basically, he's the one that deals with all the bullshit, picks the tactics and all that. Do you know what I mean? And the coach is the one who makes them kick the ball good and keeps them fit. Do you know what I mean? The manager's the one who tells them what to do and tries to outsmart the other team. A football manager is basically an American football coach. What they call a coach is what we call a manager, because there is a distinction. Do you know what I mean? There's a coaching team. The coaches are the ones who teach the players, do you know what I mean? Run them through drills, make sure they're sharp and stuff. And the manager's like, right, this is what I want you to do on Saturday. Do you know what I mean? Like shit like that. The players are much more closer to the coach than their managers.
Do you know what's crazy, right? Do you know how we used I'm guessing everybody here played a sport growing up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. So what was training like for you guys?
What do you mean? Like football training? Like when they was training for my football?
Yeah.
I loved
You
it.
showed up to a park, you done drills and all that, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
right? People have seen like the state of sports now, right? Like when you get to the big leagues, because I bet you back in the 80s and stuff, you know, they sent them to the gym, they done like drills like normal, right? And then you get like people like the Dallas Cowboys, for example, right? Who in their headquarters where the people train, they have 4 gyms. They have different machines.
That must get
to, like,
confusing. Jim, what?
they have 4 gyms.
Sorry.
Like, they literally have high tech machines to improve your lung capacity so that you can take in more air when playing. Like, it goes down to that level these days. These players literally do this 6 days a week, and you're like,
It's mental that they put athletes through it. It's like, but
I'm pretty sure I heard a story of that they put like.
but mate, it works. It fucking works. Look at fucking Cristiano Ronaldo running about a fucking 33-year-old as if he's a fucking 22-year-old. Do you know what I mean?
He looks about 22. I don't think that man is aged.
Do you know what I mean? It shows you it fucking works. Do you know what I mean? If you're one of these people that goes through that level, like mate, he's 33 or 34.
Ronaldo's 33.
Aye, like But if you go through that amount of conditioning, you look after yourself that much, you're gonna be fucked. Do you know what I mean? We live in a day and age where fucking, like, some people are cutting about saying live forever or die trying. Do you know what I mean? And they kind of half joking about it. Do you know what I mean? Like technology, man, is crazy. And see, like, if you look after yourself, it just means your heart's not getting replaced by a mechanical heart when you're 50. It's getting replaced by a mechanical heart when you're 90, which means, do you know what I mean? Which means you live to just see people that were born between like 1990 and now, they could live too easy, be over. See how people over 100 are rarities. I think your generation the hunters of cunts will sail past the 100 mark.
There's a picture of Cristiano Ronaldo in 2001, 2017. That man has aged well.
But I remember.
Y'all didn't hear his laugh.
Viper, you said when we were growing up. I remember when I played football, I played on fucking gravel.
Oh mate, we played on gravel.
Played gravel as well.
We called it ash.
Yeah.
We called it ash.
Yeah.
Ash parks.
And now everyone has like fancy fake grass, and even my local club is in Norwegian 4th division now.
Hold on.
That's pretty shy.
I'll show you. I don't know if you can see it because the lights are off, but see past the street lights, right?
Yeah.
That's a full-size AstroTurf pitch.
Yeah.
And each year we have a bonfire on it. Woo!
Fireworks and a bonfire.
But as I said, my local team is in Norwegian 4th division. That's pretty shite. And like even they have top modern facilities. And they have even amazing gym. I do my strength work out there, and they got everything I need.
Oh yeah, they like AstroTurf and the new 3rd generation. Is it AstroTurf or Astrograss? That part that's close to you, Viper. Like what is AstroTurf to you? A carpet with sand on it, or the fucking
AstroTurf is a carpet with sand. Astro sand is fake grass. This is AstroTurf, right? Because it's also used for hockey.
Right, aye. Because AstroTurf, Yaldi's completely correct. AstroTurf was still a bastard. Do you know what I mean? Like, there was... remember, try to slide tackle, you forget you're on a fucking AstroTurf park, you're 10 minutes into your football game, and you're slide tackling that cunt in the middle of the park, and as soon as you start sliding, you feel your leg ripping to shreds, and you're just like, ow!
Oh, no. Right, no, here's one, right? So, do you know how when you used to play in, like, proper grass, that obviously the pitch would get torn up because you're studs, right? There was, when I played rugby, one of the best teams that were in my league, they didn't have that much money, but they were really good. Like, most of their players would then, well, quite a few of their players then went on to play for Scotland and all that, right? Really good team. And with only thing, because they didn't have that much money, they couldn't afford to like resurface their pitches every now and then. So with them, there was one winter where they hadn't been resurfaced, so the mud was sticking up, and it was that cold that night that the pitch froze, and there was stiff, sharp peaks of mud that were frozen. And within the first 20 minutes, when people would start tackling, coming back with massive fucking gashes across their arm.
They should not have been playing on that park, man.
Oh no, basically after like, I think it was 10, 15 minutes, and like people were coming up, and basically there was blood. Like people like I had a big cut coming down my arm. There was a guy who had a cut over his head, and we thought it was just quite a violent game.
Help!
And then it was only hump him.
Hiya, wee man.
But after 10, 15 minutes, the ref stopped the game and was like, I don't know what you guys are doing. I don't know how you're this bloody, but God, you need to stop. And it was like, no, like it's the ground. Like the ground is tearing us to shreds. And because he kept saying, like, how come you guys aren't going down for the challenges? You're not going into the ruck. You need to go to the ruck. And I was like, no. And then he went down himself, felt the ground, kicked one of them, didn't move at all, and he went, all right, we're playing touch for the rest of the day. It was the only game in the league that season that got played touch.
You don't play on an icy park. Don't even play touch on it. Just don't play on an icy park. That's how legs and shit get broken.
I will say, my first ever rugby game, when it was a sevens tournament, and when we showed up, the tournament was already in place for the older people. And I remember I getting out of the car, walking down, and the first thing I see is a kid getting loaded into an ambulance for a broken leg. That was the first thing I see.
You're just jealous, Jason, that I've got my wee doggy and he loves me.
Right, before we finish, quick question, and this was just a small idea that me and COD came up with. I think it was me and COD. I don't think I've talked about it to anyone else. How would everyone feel about us extending
doing
the
podcast naked, but we're only gonna we're just gonna put people's heads. It'll just be people's heads. No, like you won't be able to see below their shoulders, but everybody on the podcast will be naked. And
I will be here fucking every week, and then if
the podcast ends when someone climaxes. Like, so that'll be.
That remembers me of a Norwegian game. You put a cookie on a table, and a bunch of guys around, and just start wanking. And the last one to come on the biscuit needs to eat the biscuit.
What kind of fucking games are you playing?
Right, guys, we will be in the Discord if you want to hear what the new ideas for the podcast is, because that's too good, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
I mean, I've heard a dirty pipe.
Build this network on Scots with soul. Build this network, Scots and soul. Build this network on Scots with soul.
Are we off stream?
Yes.
I've been dying to do this